What can we do with hangups? People can have hangups of many kinds. One of the hangups is to pull your hair. It's more common than people believe. It's around 3% of the population. 1 in 30 have problems with pulling hair. Picking our skin is something that we all have, but some people have it more than others, so that they are really handicapped by it. They use hours per day. A lot of people have problem with smoking, drinking. Overeating is a very bad habit that we can avoid. And other people have problems with checking. Just have to check if the door was locked, check if they've turned off all electrical equipment, and also wash their hands a lot. This is typical OCD. So what can we do with these problems? The typical problem is that we get an urge to do something. People who pull their hair, they describe it often as like a scratching, or it would be so good to pull that hair. Oh, I have the urge. People who have the urge to pick their skin talk much about the same thing. It's just, it has to be picked, this extra little piece of skin. For people who smoke, they feel the urge to smoke. Drinkers feel the urge to drink, naturally. And people who wash their hands all the time, they feel dirty, they feel an urge to wash. Okay, what is the clue to these things? The clue is the urge, that we are used to reducing urges. Society wants us to reduce all our urges very quickly. So that's the problem. You cannot control an urge, so there's no point fighting it, no point fighting the feeling. What you can control is your behavior. Imagine that somebody put a gun to your head and said, if you eat that cake, I'm going to shoot you. Of course, you wouldn't eat the cake. But if they put the gun to your head and say, if you want to eat that cake, if you have an urge to eat that cake, I will shoot you. You know that you're going to die fast. So, we can control all behavior, but we cannot control urges. Now, since it's possible to control behavior, we have to have a strong enough motivator. Usually, if people have a gun to their head, they can be forced to doing almost anything. So we have to find a motivator that is strong enough so that we will really do the behavior that we have to do, or refrain from the behavior that we have to refrain from. Okay, what could that be? For some, that might be really having time for their kids. For others, it might be doing good in education. For others, again, it might be getting a partner. Okay, these bigger goals are what can compel us to do the right behavior. If you are very sick because you are very fat, or because you've been drinking too much, usually this is a strong thing that can compel you to do the right behavior. So, what we have to do is to find strong reasons for doing the right behavior, and then just accepting that we can have urges. Just embrace it and say, I'm only human, I have urges. So, first thing you can do is to record how well you are doing the behavior. How many cigarettes you smoke, how many hairs you pull, how many cakes you eat. 2, decide that you're going to work on your behavior and not your urge. Behavior is all that counts. 3, find a goal, state it very clearly, the goal that you want to reach. And work towards that goal through the right behavior. You can think of the urge as an uninvited guest. It's somebody who comes to your house and wants to be in the party, and you know he's not going to go away. So you just have to not talk to this person, because you know he can take the whole evening to talk to you. You have to concentrate on your life. Let the guest be by themselves. Don't engage. So don't engage in the urge. Don't try to fight the urge. Just do the right behavior.